On August 7, delegates of the International Chess Federation, FIDE, will elect a new president at their General Assembly in Chennai in India. One Jamaican, Queen's Counsel Ian Wilkinson, will be running for the post of Deputy President. Wilkinson is on the ticket of presidential aspirant Bakar Quatli. Quatli is the current FIDE Deputy President and is an international chess grandmaster. Wilkinson is the former president of the Jamaica Chess Federation, serving 8 consecutive terms between 2003 and 2019. He asked to resign several times. They said, no, you have to continue. And he did do a very, very long bid, not in prison, but at the head of the Chess Federation. And he joins us now. Welcome to the program, sir.
Thank you, sir. Thanks for the introduction. Thanks for having me.
Good, good, good. You remind, well, we're in his company, and I remember, of course, Wayne Lewis. Wayne Lewis is not an esteemed...
Fabulous opening batsman.
Fabulous. Yeah. You are kind.
I had the privilege of going to school with people like Wayne Lewis,
yes.
Opening batsman, and our excellent spinner.
Robert Haynes.
Robert Haynes. Excellent.
They call him senior pro.
And the ultimate of captains,
Marlon Tucker.
Shaggy Tucker.
Yes.
Tucker.
Who could sing? Wayne Lewis tells me the story every time. I say, wait, they tell me the story 16 times, and Marlon Tucker can sing. All right, good.
But I school with Junior Tucker too, who was a singer. Tucker.
There you go. Yeah. All right, let's talk about chess, because you have a very important assignment ahead of you on August 7.
Yes.
I've heard you say in the past that, look, the leadership of the World Chess Federation is something that was in your crosshairs but wasn't immediate.
Yes.
You are now set to take a big step towards being the ultimate leader. Deputy President is what you're aiming at now. Why now?
It's necessary. I had no intention of running now. I was invited by Grandmaster Bashar Quatli. Incidentally, we see ourselves as a cosmopolitan team. I straddled the Americas, the West Indies, the English-speaking Caribbean. Mr. Quatli was actually born in Damascus, grew up in Lebanon, became a French citizen. And our stars were aligned. He became a chess grandmaster in 1989. I became a lawyer in 1989. We share some things in common. But when he invited me, the truth is I was hesitant to accept the invitation to be his deputy. He's a current deputy president,
yes.
which is the #1 person behind the actual president. And you have a bunch of vice presidents. I happen to be an honorary vice president,
yes.
having been so appointed in 2018. But I had to answer the call because the incumbent, who's Russian President, Mr. Arkady Dvorkovich, we thought he was going to step down,
yes.
based on the Russian invasion of Ukraine,
yes.
because that has split the chess world.
Yes.
And the governing council on which I sit is now very split. There are people who want him to resign, and there are people who want him to stay. And we, FIDE, the International Chess Federation, has had to return millions of dollars in sponsorship based on its association with Mr. Dvorkovich and the whole Russian angle. And I want to make it abundantly clear that we don't believe in discriminating against someone because of his or her nationality. But these are special circumstances, and the whole chess world is now fragmented. And many countries from the Western side, including potential sponsors, they're not coming on board, because when you look, you see that we have here a Russian president, and it's not a normal Russian individual. He was deputy prime minister under Mr. Medvedev, under the Putin regime, as recently as 2018. So it's causing quite a furor. So when Mr. Quatli asked me to run as his deputy, I thought about it long and hard. I didn't answer immediately. I thought about it for a couple of weeks, discussed it with friends and family, and then I decided to answer that clarion call.
Yes, yes. And in typical, I mean, there was some furor in the parliament in Jamaica recently when one government legislator referred to an opposition legislator as a quasi-lawyer. This man ain't that. Yeah, Queen's Counsel, and very skillfully, lads, you saw what he did. He corrected FIDE to FIDE, he said Bashar Quatli. So we nailed the surname, but we said Bakar, but no problem. You're gracious.
I'm not going to correct
excellent,
anyone.
Excellent. Here's the thing now. Here's the thing now.
Yes.
When you go, well, you are on the hustings already because elections are coming up.
Yes.
What is that platform of success and achievement that Ian Wilkinson is looking to sway delegates to support him on for this
Well, that's a very good question. I know it sounds like the beauty competition, Z, where you say that's a good question. but the truth is this, and you have given me license to speak about myself, which I don't normally do, but we have had tremendous success in Jamaica. I was also a reluctant president. In fact, before I became president in 2003 in Jamaica, the other persons, including the current president, Mr. Myers, Peter Myers, I had asked him to even be the president. But people declined, and I stepped forward. Between 2003 and 19, the chess has just exploded because we bring full commitment to the table. I can't do anything half-hearted. The numbers have gone through the roof. We have now thousands of players all over the island, tens of thousands, in fact. Fastest growing sport. And I was listening to your fancy questions, Mr. Myers there, and when I listen to these athletic questions, you're talking about chess in athletics.
Yes.
Chess is the essence of all sports, including football. In fact, many don't really know it, but football, cricket, baseball, basketball, they were all created outside of chess concepts.
Yes.
And in chess, you have, for example, the middle game, the end game, the opening, all of that is in football. Defenders bring it out to the midfield.
But just to strengthen your point, there are a lot of times you're doing commentary on different sports, and the commentator will say this is like a chess game.
Analogy. So we bring full commitment. We bring a transformational vision for the International Chess Federation. Our platform is building because the thing is crumbling right now. We want to build or rebuild, if you will. We want to unite. It's fragmented right now. There are people, in fact, we were invited by countries from all over the continent, including people I don't even know, who called me. And one particular gentleman who endorsed me was the president from Australia, which is a massive, not in terms necessarily of the numbers of grandmasters like Russia, for example, but it's a massive federation. He was so happy, and he was one of those who wanted me to run. So we are building, we are uniting, and we are safeguarding the interest and the image. That's our platform.
You said something just now, Ian, that sounds a little incongruous. You just said that talking about yourself is not something you normally do.
No, not at all.
But Kingston College people are known for talking about themselves, Ian. So I'm not sure if I digest that very well.
Let me qualify that as far as that. Kingston College people end up talking about themselves because they're often invited to do so. And because there's usually so much about which to speak. No, it's just a reality. You see, I didn't wear purple today. You notice it? Lance, I think these are your colors.
You came in peace. You came in peace.
You know? So you have to be respectful to your host. So I wear colors to pacify the interviewer. So you would be gentle to me.
Yes, sir.
Well done, Queen's Counsel. Let me go here, though, because the Caribbean has had sporting administration leaders at the global level before. Sir Clyde Walcott was a previous chairman of the ICC.
Excellent cricketer.
Molly Rowan was president of the International Netball Federation. And, well, Mike Fennell had been chairman of the Commonwealth Games Federation, which isn't exactly global. So there are targets, there is precedence for you to step into a position that is not completely unfamiliar to Caribbean people.
Quite right. And thank you. If I might segue into a slightly different sphere based on your platform. Chess as a global sport is ideally placed to help all the other sports. It's a multi-billion-dollar industry. In fact, it is said that apart from religious books, chess books are the most sold books internationally, with millions of books sold. So the precedent having been set, it provides a background for me to say, especially let's use the Honorable Molly Rowan as leader of the netball fraternity for some time, and apparently acquitted herself quite well.
That's right, she did.
We have garnered tremendous respect from the international community. So I have a track record of experience and accomplishment. So in 2006, I was appointed on the Ethics Commission, which is the World Chess Court, which was run by, and chaired at the time by Roberto Rivello, who was an Italian judge. And then for the last 4 years, I've been on the Constitutional Commission, which is probably one of the top 3 arms of FIDE. And on the management board, called the President Board, which they converted to the FIDE Council. So based on those eminent names you mentioned, and based on the previous experience, I think I'm ideally placed. I'm a seasoned campaigner now in the inner hustings and workings, to use George's term, hustings, of this international global body. Jamaica has earned tremendous respect, and the English-speaking Caribbean. In fact, using my platform, I've managed to get additional persons from this region involved in important positions. Our first international master, Jomo Peterson.
Yes.
He's now the FIDE Athletes
He
Commission.
went to Campion College, did he?
He went to Campion College and has done
I think
remarkably
so,
well. And Campion College, by the way,
yes.
FIDE, they have the FIDE Fortes. You see, they have taken the Fortes from Fortis, and they have taken the purple and white. So Campion's current success is no accident, you know.
You know which other Campion old boy loves his chess? Gordon Robinson.
Gordon Robinson, my illustrious colleague,
Yes,
is eminently qualified to speak on many things. And chess is
Here's
one
the
of
thing.
them.
I just want to say very quickly that when I was growing up, I was a teenager in school at the time, maybe a little bit before your time.
Yes.
I remember the BBC World Service.
Yes.
In their sports, not their sports news, their World Service news would give results between Anatoly Karpov and Garry Kasparov in their chess battles.
Yes.
This was BBC World Service news, not sports news now. And I say, this chess thing is very serious.
Yeah. But I'm glad you mentioned that because in 1972 in Reykjavik, in Iceland, Boris Spassky was a Russian champion and faced off with Bobby Fischer, Robert James Fischer. And that single sporting event captured the imagination of the entire world. It was even more popular than football, boxing. And even then, the purse money was reputed even far more than the Muhammad Ali's and others would earn. So chess has a gloried, storied, fantastic history.
But here's the thing, as we come up on the buzzer, here's the thing. Lance spoke about Garry Kasparov and the reports in the BBC World Service. I was, and as a man of the law, I can choose this word and you'll get it. I was transfixed as a high schooler by reports of the battles between Garry Kasparov and Deep Blue. Because I was saying, wait, man against computer? How can a man play chess against a computer and even win? And we all know what happened. So I say that to say that I went to school and I was telling my friends that, did you folks read this thing? And they say, well, computer and man playing chess, ridiculous. And I was, no, see, and people got into it. So it was an event that I was compelled to share with my colleagues. And I say that to ask, what is it about chess now that would make someone who's a casual observer, as I was then, never seen anybody play chess before, but just read of something remarkable where chess gets to cut through from the regular humdrum reporting on things and compelled me to share with my friends what is happening in the world now that can have that similar impact?
Even particularly now, with the explosion of the internet technology, chess was made for the internet or the internet for chess. What I would encourage any youngster, any oldster, anyone in the middle, chess is fun. It is unadulterated fun. A lot of people think it's difficult and it is hard or that you have to be bright. No. The more you play or when you play, that is when you get bright or brighter. So it's not hard. There are people who never ever finish high school, never ever finished primary school, who probably could learn chess and beat somebody who went to high school. That's what chess does. It is fun. I learned chess at 34, literally as an old man.
Yes.
It
came to you in 1999,
1999.
I didn't realize that.
He has a good brain. I was not interested in chess. For me, it was football, cricket, athletics, the usual suspects. But chess is unadulterated fun. I grew up downtown in the inner city. It is no secret. I speak of it proudly. As they say, it's not where you're from, it's where you're going, hopefully to somewhere positive. And chess is a vehicle for lifting people out of poverty. You quite often hear leaders, politicians talk about getting rid of poverty. Chess teaches you to be literate, to be numerate. You have to learn to write the moves. It is absolute fun, and chess is life. So when you got up today and you're planning, I'm going to read SportsMax at X time, I'm going to brush my teeth, I'm going to wear this jacket and so on. That's chess you're playing, you just don't realize it. Well, it is tremendous fun.
QC, I want to wish you all the best of luck.
Thank you, sir.
And
we hope your Caribbean viewers will come out in their numbers and vote for us. There are approximately 39 countries in the region who are eligible to vote, and we're counting on it. We have a lot of support so far.
Absolutely so, absolutely so. As the great rapper Jay-Z said in one of his songs when he was under pressure from some rappers who wanted to take his crown, he said, these boys are playing checkers with chess playing hove.
I thought you were going to say Sijama Nizzle.
Stay with SportsMax on YouTube and follow us on all social pages for updates, news and entertainment.